Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or anything else. Here we come to the third day, or the third episode for my devlog from this game, my prototyping and learning and a lot of things. I got myself a little trip, so I was some days off, and I'm returning now. And this is just a nice AA image that I asked ChatGPT to do for me. But it's beautiful, it's inspiring, and we are not going to use it. So let's return to our Godot project. Here, uh, the where I stopped was, how can I, yeah, get the Spectre radio. What? I'm stretching without stretching. Okay, let's change some things first. Project, settings, window, stretch mode here. I want to stretch the viewport. The spec, I want to keep the spec, and I will do fractional because the integer scaling it's beautiful, but will not work for any resolution. So let's do this. And I also want to change my default resolution here. Let's try something like 640 to 380. And I need to change my camera as well because it zoom is 3, so let's go back to 1 and let's hit play. And okay. Ooh, and then let me, oh yeah, yeah, okay. And when I maximize, okay, that's the way I want it for now. For now we can walk, cut. Let's do some small changes on the player animation here. When I start moving, I don't want this frame to be the first. I want this frame to be the first because I am already idling the same frame. So let's just change that. You go all the way to the right side. All the move are the same. Okay, great, nice, save, and let's try again. Oh, much better. Now my feet moves right when I press the button here. Okay, maybe it's still a bit far away, so I can try two things here. Maybe increase the zoom or reduce even more the the size, the window size. So let me get a bit smaller here. Let's say, let's try just half and see what it does. 320 by my math is not good right now. 200. Is that so? Okay. Yeah, I like this zoom to be the default zoom, but when we just hit play, the game is so small. Wait, is it? Oh, it tries to make the window the actual window size is like something like around here. Yeah, this is the current window size. The game should fit nicely on a Game Boy. Okay, oh, so yeah, let's go back again here. I like this resolution, is a nice, but the player is moving too fast, so small tweaks. Let's do something different here. I have my speed being a simple variable. It should be a constant, but it will change, so it's not a constant. A lot of things to do later, but now we are just prototyping. So let's export this variable and let's default it to like 160. And when I export, I can see the variable here on the inspector, so I can change it right here. So let's try it again. Better. Maybe if I make it a bit slower, it will be not nice. Let's try it. Let's try half. No, no, too slow. Half is too slow. Let's try something in between. Mm. This way it seems like player says I could move faster, that I want to move faster, but not right away. But for a default speed, it might actually be good. Okay, let's try with that. I usually like things faster and faster. When I played Pokemon, I played in an emulator with my brother. We're just crash speed, the speed the computer can hold, and sometimes it was like 10 times the speed, and it's a Speedy Gonzalez or anything like that. Okay, yeah, I like this one. It's a nice speed. Let's just be something more square. Let's try 128, and I will leave that as a default value here. Okay. My main, okay. Yeah, like that. Great. So the first thing I want to do here is make the interaction better. For now, we just swing the sword but do nothing. And let's add some grass and how to cut that grass. First, I will not use only grass and I will not only cut. I could interact other ways with objects. So let's make a root object or a master class or a parent class that other classes will inherit, so they can all be cut or interacted. So what we do need that all those interactables use ball. So let's say it's they all should have a collision, at least to check collision, or if the player passed through it or tried to interact. So first we create a new scene here. It will be a body, static body. So those interactions should be static. They will not be controlled. We moved by external forces. Okay. Rigid body. Yeah, physics 2D I don't want. It's basically platform-wise things. So, what's the difference between animatable and static? Static. It can move external force or contacts, but it can be moved manually by others. Blah blah. I think should be animatable. I can animate that. It gave me a warning, said it needs a shape, and I will leave the shape for the children. So, or the objects that inherit these object properties. So I will not put any shape here. Maybe the shape can be a circle or a square or anything else. So I will leave that. And I want some things here. I want to know when the player interacts with that. So I probably need to use signals. So let's give this a name. So interactable or interactable. Pum 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 pum. Interactable. Yeah, I spelled it doubly. Yeah, nice. So okay, we have an interactable. Graphics and everything else should be done by the children. And I could add, not here, um, animatable. It's not a body, it's a sprite. Animated sprite 2G. Here, that what it does need. Okay, it needs sprites. In the sprite frame, animation player. Oh, it added as well. Probably all my yeah. So I can use this and just change the sprites for each children. So let's try this. We have a default animation and let's do just two for now. Interacted. Interacted. So the default is the animation that we'll be playing all the way in the animation that we'll play when interacted. We probably need more, but let's keep that for now. Actually, I can add a body, but not body, sorry, collision shape. Yeah, I don't need a polygon, let's just add a collision shape. And the shape here we can change by the object. Sometimes maybe a circle, sometimes we need a rectangle, and let's leave that for the objects. Okay, so now let's save it. Since I will call these objects interactables. Okay, so it's saved right here. And now let's try to make one. How can I didn't try that yet. Oh yeah, I need a script. Dun 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 dun. Default, okay, can be default. Actually, let's try an empty one. Yeah, create. Okay, so it's a body. Some things we need to reference here. Probably this one, because I want to change the animation. And I think for now it's everything we need. Let's remove this 2D just to be smaller. Um, Now I need a signal. What happens when the player interacts with this? So I'm doing this from my head. I don't remember some things here, and some things I still don't know how it works in Godot, and that's okay. So what do I want? When the player interacts, it will emit a signal. So how do I work with signals in Godot? Signal interacted. And let's see, can I see the documentation? Not Godot.engine.org. I can change that to English, but I don't know how to do that here. Probably need to change my browser language. English. Yeah, if you don't know, I'm from Brazil. My main language is Portuguese. Oh yeah, in Portuguese. Here. No, I want this one. Yeah, show from. Oh, great. this. So restart it. Let's see. Oh, you're still. Ah, no, there's no yeah. Yeah. I want to use Godot in English. It keeps localizing me here. Oh, language. Okay, sorry. Delete this one and use this one. Nice. No, ducks. And let's try signal. I just can call it as signal. Uh, Connect. Okay. Okay, I need to connect the signal on the ready function. Name it. Okay, I still didn't understand how to use signals from other. Oi, filho. My son. Tira esse. Okay, so let's. For now, let's just. Oh, we need to know what made the interaction. So, source. And the source should be. For now, just source. So we would not type it. Okay. Sorry, I'm too slow here because those are things I don't remember. Never explicitly using the class. Oh, yeah, I have the signal. So let's try making a child here. And let's create our grass. And if I understand this well, so interactable. Okay, it's not that way. I can only use nodes. I cannot extend a scene. Oh, new inherited scene. Oh, great. So it inherits from that one. Nice. I can see the script here. So let's try it. Let's make our frames here. Inherit. I cannot change the children. Interesting. Reparent, reparent. No, I just wanna change it. Duplicate. Let's just try saving and see what I get. Let's call this grass. Grass. Whoops. So the interactable is this one. The grass is this one. Opening the editor, I edit the interactable. collision shape. Let's try adding a circle shape. Okay, and let's see that in 2D. It will probably need to be smaller, but I do need to change this here. Can I change the sprite frame? I probably did something wrong here. Well, but at least I can do this. So let's look for our grass. It's 16 by 16. Here, this grass. Add one frame. Okay, so the collision shape is too big. Let's make it smaller, like this. Yeah, let's make it collide like this. Okay. But when I change the let's try this. So func ready interacted dot connect. Oh, now I need another function here. Func interacted source. Now just pass, and here we call the no interacted. Let's just try printing message for now. Interacted. I think I have the name here. Name. Yeah. Okay. I connected it, so it should work. When I do that properly on the player, for now this will happen to all. Let's also play the animation, right? Animated sprite dot play oh, I don't have the interacted. I thought, yeah, I have. Wait, I have on this sprite frames. Do I need to add new here? So let's try interacted. Oh no, this one should be. I want to remove you. Okay, so I will not save this. Let me open it again. Player, sprite interacted is default. Default should play by default. Okay, and interacted. And come here. We have the default. Why don't we inherit the? Oh, so let's call a new one. Interacted and interacted. I actually don't have one for interacted, but let me do something different here. I just like make it smaller and disappear. I want 2 frames per second to be really slow, and when it finishes playing, and I have a warning. Oh yeah, it's not used. Okay, so interactable, play, interacted. And after after a small delay, I will remove that. So let's add a timer here. Timer. Wait time is okay. Let's connect the timeout signal. No, not console. Connect. Okay. So when we have a timeout, we just queue free for now. Just remove this. Okay, so my grass here, it should work the same. Okay, I have my default animation, that single frame. Nice. Now my player. When I slice. Okay, now I need to make a way that this slice interact with the interactable. And I will get a water. I will be back in a second. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Okay, so let's make this interact with the interactable. So when I slice, I need to trigger an interaction event. So I remember how to do that on Unity, but I think I still don't know how to do that here exactly. So the way I'm thinking, it should work something like I create a collision object that will collide with the sprite or the interactable, and that collision I create do something. Like I'm cutting, I like do a cut animation or a slice, swish slice, graphics, and with that graphic that interact with the interactable. But let's try something more simple now. Let's use some raycast here to see if there is an interactable on that direction. The direction. So let's add tirar, filho. By the way, I think you cannot read here, but this is the game I made before, Narclid, with Lotus Mountain LLC, a Metroidvania, amazing game. Let me send the link there. So, Narclid, Steam. There's a bundle. I will put in the chat. Okay, I was the level designer for this game here. It's an amazing game, amazing people to work with, and it was a big challenge. Nice one. It's a 1 to 4 player that you can play alone or with friends, and that was crazy, but it's amazing. I love that. So let's go back here. I need a raycast, raycast 2D. So let me call create a function here. I will call it just func. Let's call attack for now, okay? And I have a direction that will be how do I call that? Direction. Let's make it direction much better. So this is a void. Void, it will not return anything. I should be doing that with all my functions. Better, okay. So I got the direction. Let's first call this here action. This will probably do something interesting. Let's print something here. Print attacking direction plus direction. Let's call str direct. No, wrong key. Okay, let's just see our direction here. So here I will attack direction dot down. And it will be up and left and right. Okay, up, left, right. Oh, much more in, in, intelligent to do this. Uh, I don't need to do that. I can. But this here should be put in another place. So let's just try it. If we get no errors, and I want to start mode windowed. Initial position, resizable yes, borderless no, center, doesn't matter, centered. Let's see what happens when I start maximized. It will probably take, oh, that's okay. It's showing this gray black screen here because I'm using not the entire screen. So let's use this. Okay. Oh yeah. I don't want that. Actually, I don't want that maximized. For now, let's just double this to have a starting size, and I can just for testing double the zoom. Okay. No, I don't want maximized. Windowed. Okay. Close. Save. Play. Yeah, that one. So let's see. Oh, if I'm holding attack and it's showing the number of that enum. So if I'm holding attack, it shouldn't be every frame. It shouldn't be called every frame. I just want to call this when the attack actually happened. And for now, I need to change how I'm handling my action here. I called it action attack, but okay. The way I can change that, so I can add a timer, and when the timer is over, it does the cut. But if let's try just one thing. If I oh no, if I yeah, if I don't hold it enough, it will not finish the animation. Can you see? Just holding this here. I cannot. Oh, I can zoom here. No, this is speed. No speed. I just wanted to zoom. Visibility, no. Can I override my camera here? No. Okay. Yeah, you can see it's not finishing the animation if I don't hold down. I want it when I press attack once, it will do an entire attack action. It will not, the player cannot stop that action. So let's change how this work. For that, let's go to the player here, and I need something else. I have state.move, state.idle here, and it seems I'm not using my state.attack or interaction. So I need to do that. So if I'm moving, the state is moved, otherwise I'm idle, but here it will change the state as well. So when I press an action, I actually want to do that action completely. So let's call another function, and I will actually change this here. Okay, so I will move if the state is move. So let me get all this, not except you. So let's get here. So I don't need this one, and maybe last direction. Actually, let me do something different here. Animated. Oh yeah, I have an error here. If state equals state.move, I will move. I will change the state here. Whoops. Column. So attack. Should be another name as well. Attack check. Okay, attack check. Or better, action check. Here, okay. So if the action is pressed, I will change the state to state.attack. Now animated sprite.animation. It's the playing animation. Don't know, I need to check that. Or let's do that. Animation. Yeah, the current animation from the sprite frame. Okay, that's what I want. Nice. It still worked the same. I just removed, changed it. What's that? Oh, it's my link I sent. Okay, so if any of this is pressed, I want to start the animation the attack process. So when that starts, I will not process this anymore the way I'm processing. I actually do something different. But let's first make this work. So I will not there's a thing with some old games, like I think even Terraria as well, that some attack speed or things like that are based if the animation is still playing or not, and players can glitch that and do a lot of other things, and they can cancel the animation, do things. So I will not base my attacking on the animation itself. I will use a time. So if I need to change anything makes the animation faster, I will change on both places. So when the player press the action check, press something here, I got my action. Okay, it's attack, and after I check, I will start. This is to check if the action is pressed. So I make the player, I call the animation, I make the player face the correct direction, and now I need to actually stop other things from working and just do this. And I cannot stop physics process, so I need to make another call to the state machine here, or the state we are playing right now. Drink more water. So let's make it simple. Use a timer. Let's add a timer here. When I'm going to do the final game, I will probably not use this way. I will do a really deeper analysis and make it, oh, this should work this, not only random things I'm putting that works for each individual thing, but it will be a big game with a big system, a, a lot of big systems that needs to function and work correctly and interchangeable, and one with another, and they cannot fail or glitch in the middle. So we need to prepare for that. So let's use a timer for now. This timer, oh, it is in a specific timer. It's attack timer. I could call that action timer, but let's call attack timer. The player animation here. The slice, it's a 3-frame animation that runs at 10 frames per second. And each frame takes a third of the or each image here takes a third of that. Sorry, if it's 10 frames per second, in 1 second I play 10 of this. So to get the time I want, it's really a small time, a short time here for that animation. If I'm playing at 10 FPS with a 3 animation, I'm still trying to figure out the result, but you can do things easier. So let's go back to the script. I start my timer. Attack. Oh no, first I need to reference a reference for my attack timer here. Attack timer dot start. So let's change some things here on the inspector for my attack timer. It's one shot. I don't want it to repeat because it will start again if it's finished. As I'm using the physics process here, I probably be doing physics callback. Let me just check something here on my player, on the animated. Those animations are looping. I don't want them to loop. I don't want them to loop because I will start then again and I want it to finish. So every time I call the animation to start, it will start from the beginning. Okay, my attack timer starts here actually. And let's go back to my attack timer. And that timer should trigger 10 frames per second. And I have 3, it's a third of a tenth, no, 3/10 of a second. So 3 by, oh, 3 divided by 10, it's Oh yeah, I'm so feeling so dumb right now. Okay, 0.3. Great. Let's start. And for now, let me connect this signal. And when it finishes, I will just print a message here. I need to check. So finished attacking, and I want. Let me see if I have the timestamp. Time stamp is not timestamp. Get process delta time. No, not delta time. How do you do that? No, no, no. Godot. How to get current timing milliseconds. Time.get ticks msec. And it's probably need to cast that to string. And I want to get that when the time attack time starts. And I should be more smart and give that a variable. Attack duration equals 0. Attack duration equals time dot get time msec. Get, yeah, here, this one, ticks, get tick. And so attack duration equals get time. So this way I get the duration. Great, attacking. And I need to change the state when I finish. So the state will be idle. And let's just make some safe process here just for testing. If state equals state dot attack, I will return. Yeah, return. That way I get out of my function here and do nothing more. So return get out of this function and do not process anything below it. Okay, so let's see if my logic is correct. Oops. Attacking idle down, it's not changing the attack animation. Oh, it finishes. It will not return. And I didn't press anything. It will be on the last animation. Okay, but we can see we are taking 316 and 317 milliseconds every time. That should be correct. But I need to fix something here. I need to, if I hold, okay, it's working correct. But when I release and do not press anything, it doesn't work correct. So I get here, direction. Just a second, my son is calling me. And here I am, back again. Okay, if I'm attacking, get Q direction. What do I do that? I just get the direction. Direction doesn't change. Move as idle. My move. Where's my move direction? Yeah, here. What do I... Oh yeah, I just play idle if I move. Okay. I don't want that. Because... let's just call move. If the state is not attack. State is different from the attack, I move. So let's check this if it's enough. It didn't start attacking, even if... Okay, it finished. It finished. It finished. Oh yeah, I have a problem here. My last direction is direction that's still, that does nothing. Let's try just doing this. I don't remember what I did exactly. I did it a long time ago, and that's why you comment things on your code. I can actually see the code, but yeah, it was enough to. If I hold, it's keep attacking. Oh yeah, but it forgot my last input. Yeah, I should not block this from working. Okay, now it's working. Okay, I'm finally making things around. I can remove this here, this, and this, and let me get that function closer to that one so I can see things happening, change things quicker. And I don't need this attack duration here. Oh yeah, someone trying to spam me here. Sorry, I don't want to spam. Where's this error? Oh yeah, line 48. Okay, great. So now finally I can do my raycast here. And the raycast actually should only work on the second frame, but I will make it try the entire duration here, or at least when it starts. I can wait a little. So let's do my raycast here. So did I get a reference for my raycast? No. Raycast to do. Let's remove this 2D. Raycast. Okay, you're different colored. You're still different colored. Okay, so I'm not overloading any name or overwriting any name here. Raycast dot. No, I don't remember how to use raycasts. Get collider. Is colliding. Oh yeah, I need to change it actually. So let's go to my player visibility here and my raycast here, and the default direction for raycast should be this one, and I want to target position 16. Yeah, it's basically one block away, and I hope that's how far the sword handles. And oh yeah, I need some collisions here. So let's go back to our interactable and let's change the collision layer. So our player is in the layer 2 and interacts with layer 1. Let's make them interact with layer 3. That will be our interactions as well. So save player interactable, it will be layer 3, and it interacts with layer 2, that's the player, not the one, that's everything else, and with layer 4, that will be our attack layer. So I can go back here on the player in the raycast, and it collides with layer 3. No, it will. This one is the player layer. Sorry, and collide with areas and bodies. Yeah, collide with areas. I could make that an area instead of a body, but it needs to block the players, not only an area. When the player passes through, or when it enters that area, it triggers the collisions, and the body it blocks from entering, so it checks for collisions when it just hits. Okay, so let's go back here, and you do not collide with your 3, and you collide with 2. That's our thing. Our grass should be the same. Collision here, yep, the same. Okay. No. I really wanted that raycast to be on another layer. That's why I wanted to make a new object. Okay, let's keep that for later. So first of all, I need to change the raycast direction. It's the target position. Or I can make more raycasts, right? I can make a raycast down, raycast 2D, raycast down, raycast up, and here we go for minus, but I don't think I want to minus. How can I pause in the second frame? Play backwards. Yeah, the up, actually the up is way to the up. The bottom is not so down. Yeah, actually my raycast should be on the center of the collision shape, not the bottom of the player. So my raycast here should be here, and now my raycast up also should be here. Let's see if they are hitting the correct spot. And animation here. So slice up. The player will still hit way up. Then the down option. Yeah, the down is great here, but the up it's already above that. I probably need to change that on the game, because if I'm making one way higher or larger or farther than the others, the player might get some interesting things, like it's easier to go up than go down. I will not change the size for now. Let's skip this. Another banana, Noah. Okay, and let's add a raycast. No, not animation. Raycast. So you'll be 0, you'll be raycast right? Right. 16. Raycast right. Yeah, the right animation is also. Oh, the right animation is actually really right. The down and the up that are the messy ones. So let's go here and put a minus here to be the left. Recast left. I could change them, but let's use they like this. Oh yeah, the problem here is if I check all the direct. No, I will have only one and I will change it. So let's call this again raycast 2D. So I get the reference correct for it, and I need to change here. So raycast dot target position dot equals vector 2. So first is the down, so 0, 16. Up is 0, minus 16. Left is minus 16, 0, and right is 16, 0. Now, yeah, I will not use timer for this. I probably need to check all those things frame per frame, but for now let's use timer just for simplicity. So when it starts, not this one, no. Okay. You want more bananas? Go ask mommy. Vai falar com a mamãe, gatinho. So if raycast dot is colliding, I would do that before the timer. This is really not a good idea, but let's just check. Let's first print. It's colliding with and let's get the raycast dot let's see to get collider dot name. Oh, I can see now.
Banana? Só, filho? Não quer mais banana? Oh.
Let's say get, and what property we have here, let's try name. Okay, first let's do that. Okay, but I don't have any grass here, so let's put some grasses here and the default animation be the grass as well, default. Okay, yeah, it's not showing the animation I want to show. That's okay, let's just try this. Two grasses here. Okay. Oh no, I don't want you to be children of my player. You're just grass here. Yes, it's colliding with grass too. It's colliding with grass. Okay. But it seems it's have some hard time colliding correctly. Yeah, Yeah, I cannot only use one raycast here. I should really create another object. It will be much better. But for now, let's just do the next step, that is see how to call the signal from our raycast. So raycast dot get collider dot emit signal, and our signal is called interacted. I think it should be called this one. And okay, and player, and if I do remember, I pass the reference here, and the reference will be the name. So let me remove this and go to the interactable, and here interacted with str source. That way we do not get the, it should be okay. Let's try this. Bah. Yeah, but yeah, I can cut, but the Q3 didn't work. Of course I didn't. No, interactable. I have an on timer, but I didn't actually call my timer. So when it is connected, so let's do this, and timer. I do need to get my timer here. Dot start. Yep. Okay. So our first step here, cut grass, is working, but it's really poor. And I go back all the way to the beginning and do something better. And if you're still watching, I said in the first tutorial, I will say it always, this is my process of learning Godot, making games, and I'm trying not to advance or do anything on this project outside the streams. If I need to learn something, I usually do in other projects, and I don't want to make things ready and just come here and show, oh, I did this. No, I want to show I'm doing this. No, you're train over. Train. Train. Tira a tampa, filho.
Foi, filho.
Jogou no chão.
Por que que jogou no chão, não?
Eu acho que para abrir. Oh, that's okay. He threw the magnet blocks on the ground. So this is why I take so long, or I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm learning what to do here. And my next this is my script for what I want to do in the live stream. Cut grass, interaction, and other important choices. I don't have a real script here. I'm not, yeah, doing things I planned. I'm not a good planner. How do I make, yeah, this, okay. And so the next step should be interaction, but we need to actually make interaction better. I saw another, like I said, I'm trying some things on other projects. I saw another option for going with this project, that we will use more simple graphics, less animations, and is this one here. Let me open two of them. In this one I'm using Kenny graphics from Kenny. Let's show. They are all CC0 license free, but I like to give credits. So Kenny .nl. I would send the let's get direct to the assets in the chat here and get especially the tiny bundles they have here: tiny town, tiny ski, tiny dungeon, tiny battle. I'm not using this much more. Those three and dungeon and town are the main ones. I packed all Kenny stuff that I'm going to use in this Kenny tiny mega pack here. I will share with you later. I need to check if it's really all CC0. Uh, if I can share. I think it is CC0. And what I did, I just got some packs. I got a UI pack as well, some balloons here, and mouse and pointers, and got their packs. And I wasn't used that before because I hadn't it hadn't any character. It actually does have characters. I just did not see them here. And I can use this, and for the interactions I have those icons here, those objects. I think I have more somewhere. Yep, here. I can use all of them. It would be much more simple. I will not add animation, so I not don't need animation for each frame. I want to make something really more simple than that for now. So from now on, I will be switching from that project I was using that has, let's say, more beautiful graphic, more animations. It's bigger. You can see I have uh, the tiles are 16 by 16, but the game actually isn't. Like this one here, we did on the tile map is like two horizontally and three vertical tiles. That it's 64 by 96, and much bigger than 16 by 16, and I actually counted as if they were 32. Sorry. This is 32 by 32 48, 32 by 48, if I counted it correctly. I love these assets, but I think for the testing purposes I'm going to use this one to make things more simple and move faster in the direction of implementing the main game mechanics I want to implement, and then I can focus on designing and other stuff and really shaping the design of the final game I want. Like I said, this is only a prototype, and let me check something here. Yeah, we've been together for 1 hour now, and the next time I'm going to use this new version here instead of the old one. And that's much it. Thank you for joining. And I don't know if anyone is watching it right now. Let me check on my Twitch. I don't know if I can see how many people is. No, yeah, I cannot see that. Let me go to my channel. Yeah, I can see the chat. Yeah, there's only me watching here, but if you're watching on YouTube, the recorded version, thank you for watching, and I see you on the next video. Bye bye.